Hello there guys and welcome back to the channel, right? So we are back again with Alliance War number 3 in the current season. So this is the last war before the leaderboard goes live. And so far ASR has been doing well. We have won 2 wars and well, this one is still to be decided. We are going up against MRCBK, Black's Alliance. So, once again, I was quite lucky to be able to get through the war with like one set of boosts. I am bringing in Human Torch, Nick Fury, and Mr. Moleman himself. Now, there was actually a very specific need facilitated for Mr. Moleman due to a very fun and interactive bug that has been going around with Black Widow Deadly Origins, because apparently she evades like Wasp pretty much with no discernible control over it. That bug has unfortunately claimed many lives, but that's also pretty much the only thing that is killing the attackers, because the Alliance deaths are already pretty much historically low. There are plenty of alliances doing like 1-2 death wars towards the top, so there has been a plethora of ties. And yeah, the war is overall going to be a very frustrating experience. Now, this first fight, it's fairly straightforward for Nick Fury. Now, obviously, Void makes sense as a placement here, because if you stay close to him, then you gain debuffs on you and you can degenerate and all that other stuff. But I'm bringing in Nick Fury and I'm just having fun with it. Why not, right? So, for whatever reason, I'm just parrying having, I guess, to trigger that debuff shrug of ability as often as possible to get rid of those weaknesses, which you can see present now. But even with a single weakness debuff, you don't really take all that much damage. And here I'm just gonna go in for a 5-hit combo, and the fight's over. So obviously Nick Fury just absolutely disseminates Voids. And that was a very easy fight. I am also on path 4 in section 2, and then I have a whole bunch of mini boss fights as well, which I'm quite happy about. And the first fight, however, before we get to all of that stuff, is going to be Invisible Woman. And once again, I could have very easily used actually pretty much every single one of the champions that I had available there. But I'm just going to go in with Nick Fury, because you do feel a lot safer using Nick Fury, knowing even if you're going to end up messing up badly, you still have the life model decoy, and then you're going to be purifying all the debuffs, and that's going to be super helpful. And yeah, that is pretty much the plan there. Just keep an eye on that unblockable. And other than that, very easy, straightforward fight. Now, even though I do not have ability to bypass miss at the moment, because I don't have any tactical charges, so long as you more or less know what you're doing, it's really not all that bad. At this point, I do have an inner bleed active, which is wonderful. She did go unblockable, unfortunately, but all of those debuffs enabled me to heal up quite proficiently. So can't complain about that. I'm gonna go for a big level 2 there, and that's all she wrote. Right, so the second fight is done and dusted. Now, this is the fight with Black Widow Deadly Origins. And she currently is very, very bugged on defense. I'm not sure if it works actually on every single defensive tactic or only on that one that improves away chance, but nobody really wants to risk it. And Moleman seems to be one of the very few champions, or should I say more specifically, True Strike and True Accuracy seems to be one of the very specific things that actually do work well. With that being said, that is exactly who I'm going to use, and with having boosts active, with obviously max deep wounds, with everything else, this ain't going to be too tricky of a fight. And also, she is a 5-star. Opposed to rank 3 6-star, and my Moleman is a rank 3 6-star, so it's not too bad. And I just need to basically land a few more hits, drop my level 1, and finish off this fight with the Mole Beast himself. And so, very uneventful, stress-free fight. But Black Widow Deadly Origins herself has been plaguing a whole bunch of players. Now, the next fight here is going to be Symbiote Supreme on Eberflow Intercept, Mighty Charge, Crumbling Armor. Now, this node has actually been nerfed down. It used to be harder, but hey, fair play. And I'm going to be using Human Torch. Now, with pre-fight ability, he cannot shrug off passives with Mighty Charge, so that is perfect. He's Mystic Champion, so I should be able to just inflict a whole ton of damage. Now, I will make a couple of mistakes here and there, but ultimately it will not matter too much because you can see that he's absolutely melting away. And I get plenty of smolders. Now, here he hits me like 4 times, but that also is pretty much it for him. So I knew that this fight is going to play out like that, more or less, so I wasn't stressed too much. And those were initially all the fights that I got assigned for me, but I kind of felt that I hadn't done quite enough, and I still had my boosts active because I used the Alliance Wars 6-hour boosts. And then I just asked my officers, can I grab a couple of these minis on the right side? Because why not? Especially since this Guardian character here wasn't even duped, and fighting against an unduped Guardian obviously is significantly easier. Even though this fight is actually going to be quite long because I'm going to be dropping my level 1s, and yeah, it's not going to go that quick to be honest, but hey, just going to slowly but surely, patiently Nick Fury through this one. So, also, there's no real good reason for Guardian to be placed here, because he doesn't really have any regeneration abilities. So, why is he here? Unduped even? No clue. But, you know, smash. Because why not? Just very casually, nonchalant, dropping 5-hit combos. I know that I could have, like, done this fight a lot easier, but still. Hardly an issue. I don't even know why I'm not using my special 3, to be honest, but the fight's over at this point, so it doesn't really matter. And yeah, so next fight I'm gonna be grabbing another mini boss, and this is gonna be Silver Surfer. And here the main point is don't stun him. That's it. That's quite literally the mission. Just do not stun the guy. Simple enough. So also, thanks to the 3 armor breaks that he's placing on me, I do get some decent willpower heals, so I can play a bit more cautiously, take some hits in a block, and we're good. I will make some mistakes in the fight because, again, the progress is going to slow down towards the middle once I start spamming my level 1s. And I have to spam my level 1s or level 3s here, because if I drop my level 2, then I'm going to stun him, and that's not going to be great. And level 1s inflict Disorient, and he actually obviously heals from willpower thanks to that Disorient, and it just kind of slowed down the progress. I got like first 30-40% down very quickly, and then with Nick in his first life, with having some minimal bleeds on the guy plus Disorient debuff, he basically had access to willpower healing throughout the entire fight, perhaps too much. So maybe this fight would have been smarter for me not to spam that level 1, but just, you know, go to level 3 and drop that instead. But still, I have 3 and some minutes time, more than enough. Plus, I'm plenty healthy, even though I had made a few mistakes here and there. And slowly but surely he's down to 13%. I'm still getting some healing. I'm still at like 70%. And yeah, that is all she wrote. This was quite a lot of hits here, but it did work out. And then this one, I thought that I'm done. But I noticed that the guidance was placed on that Mr. Fantastic. And I figured, why not? I do have Human Torch. Human Torch is pretty much perfect option to counter Professor X. But here's a trick though. I thought that I had finished with the war, so I had placed Liquid Courage and Double Edge back on because I was doing a bit of arena grind in the morning stream. So I completely forgot about that. And I was like, immediately as I started the fight, I was like, oh no, that might not be great. But at the same time, I was still properly boosted and I'm still very healthy. And at the same time, thanks to that attack increase from Liquid Courage and Double Edge, obviously this fight is very rapidly coming to an end. So I didn't feel too worried, so to speak. And here I'm even activating Nova Flames, and yeah, the fight is over. I dropped an unnecessary level 2. And so, at the point that I did the last fight, we were ahead by like 4 deaths, and it was quite clear that we have this war. Now, I did check up a few minutes ago. We did actually finish pretty much exploring everything with the 2 deaths that we had. So I believe this is so far we have died 3, 2, and 2 times, or something like that. So that is already an immediately indicative of the fact that Alliance warm-up has gotten easier, that the defensive tactics are easier, and that seems to be the trend. So every single given death can be the deciding one for the war and the season, pretty much. So that is quite uncomfortable feeling to be had prior to any war, or especially prior to any war fight. But once again, it is what it is, and hopefully Kabam will address that with the upcoming season. But that being said, that is it for today's video. There will be a surprise video regarding Alliance War coming at some point next week, I think. And aside from that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. So ASR is 3-0, so we have won all first 3 wars so far, so we're looking good, which is quite important given that the rewards have been increased. And yeah, I will catch you guys soon. See ya. Hello there guys, and welcome back to the channel. So we have all the information